In an age where it's getting harder and harder to track down specific movies on streaming services, physical media, that's to say DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K UHD, have become more important than ever. Earlier today, I was trying to track down La La Land on a streaming service, only to find that it's currently not being offered on anything, at least not here in the US. Your only option is to either rent it or buy it. And that kind of pushed me to make this video that, to be honest, I've been wanting to make for a while now. These days, as we all know, consumers tend to gravitate towards streaming their content, whether that be on streaming services or pay-per-view services such as Vudu. It's easy to see why. It's so much more convenient than buying the disc of a movie. However, I think it's important to understand the importance of physical media, and why you may want to consider getting a few of your favorite titles on disc. Firstly, there's the obvious ownership argument. For instance, I own this copy of Interstellar. Regardless of any licensing changes that may happen in the future, or streaming services it may switch to, I will always have a way to watch this film. Paramount isn't just gonna show up to my front door and snap the disc in half, you know what I mean? The way the industry is headed these days, I feel having actual ownership of your favorite movies is super important, because we've seen plenty of movies just disappear online. Or even streaming exclusive content like Disney's Willow just get deleted with no legal alternative to watch it. Not to mention, we've seen plenty of movies that are halfway complete just get deleted for tax reasons. Now, will you have to worry about your favorite Star Wars movie disappearing? No, I don't think so. But it's still comforting to know that you have control over your copy of a movie. Now that brings me to my second point, the quality advantages of watching a movie on 4K UHD or regular Blu-ray. First, you need to understand that your regular Blu-ray disc can hold up to 50 gigabytes of data, and a 4K UHD disc can hold up to 100 gigabytes of data. In comparison, the streaming bitrate average on any streaming service is roughly 15 megabytes per second. Obviously, this number varies depending on your service of choice, your region, and your internet. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to stick with the 15 megabyte per second average. This means that a movie you stream is only a couple of gigabytes big. Or in other words, it's really compressed and you're losing out on a lot of detail. Meanwhile, a standard 1080p Blu-ray will play at roughly 70 megabytes per second, 50 to 70, somewhere there. And a 4K UHD will play at roughly 100 megabytes per second. This means you're getting so much more detail on the disc. Even a standard 1080p Blu-ray will generally look better than a 4K stream of a movie on a streaming service. And obviously a 4K UHD disc will blow streaming out of the water quality-wise. For a big movie guy like me, having a movie in its highest possible quality is super important, and it's why I've been building my physical media collection over the past few years. I even recently invested in a 5.1 surround sound system to really get the most out of my movies. Plus, there's also the argument of having something to display, a shelf full of movies. So anyway, in conclusion, I think we shouldn't be overlooking physical copies of movies. Sure, you don't have to buy every single movie on disc, that would be crazy impractical and super expensive, but I'd recommend buying some of your favorites. You'll have a higher quality version and the peace of mind. Thank you all for watching.